I want to remind you guys, again, if you have a story that you think we missed, please send it to news@surveillancereport.tech. I do read the comments, and I have seen people say that kind of stuff where they're like, oh, you didn't cover this story, or why didn't you cover this story, or this story was missing. And it's like, why aren't you sending it? You're probably not watching this far if you're complaining about it. But if you are watching this and you're thinking, man, you missed this story, please send it to us.
Nate, I believe finding stories is part of your job. I mean, after all, you and Henry claim you're a news channel. And finding stories goes with the territory. So does fact-checking, but we already know you're terrible at doing that.
And then after that, it is straight up, Turkey that murdered a journalist in a foreign country and dismembered him just to prove they could. We also have a quick correction from last week. Last week, I misspoke as an example of slippery slopes and repressive countries. What I said was Turkey having a journalist murdered. What I was referring to, whose name I couldn't remember off the top of my head, was Jamal Khashoggi. I mixed up my country. Saudi Arabia had him murdered, but it was at their embassy in Turkey. So it physically happened in Turkey, but the Turkish government wasn't responsible. For those of you who were correcting me in good faith, thank you. I apologize for getting it wrong, and I'm sorry if that upset anybody. And not to brush it off, but for the record, I hope that you guys were still able to understand the point that I was trying to make. I was going off script. That wasn't written in the show notes, so I apologize that sometimes it's hard to keep track of all the crappy things that repressive regimes are doing around the world.
Even your own boss did your job for you.
Yeah, I have no experience with CAPE other than the story that we've covered. The only notes I have is I went and looked at the website to try and verify the things that you mentioned. I'm not sure what you meant about the privacy policy. For me, it was normal. I scrolled to the bottom of the page, I clicked privacy policy, it took me straight there. So maybe if you can send me some screenshots of what you encountered, I'm not sure what you mean. As for the privacy itself, I didn't see anything about trusted partners. I don't know if you were using that as a shorthand for they say they share data. But me personally, and this was a very quick skim, I did in a couple of minutes last night. This wasn't really a deep dive. But to me, I didn't see anything that really set off alarm bells.
I didn't even go to the bottom at the top. I just pulled it up now. If you go under features, in literally their header, minimal data collection is the first thing. And they have a nice chart that literally details everything. Phone number, location, time of arrival, location, angle of arrival, observed time difference of arrival, GPS coordinates, location, cell ID, and it tells you literally exactly why it's used, who has access to it, and the logging policies regarding it as well.
Henry combs through the website and quickly finds what you were too lazy to look for. Honestly, not sure if it's laziness or if you just suck that badly at research. Perhaps instead of lashing out at your viewers, maybe put some of that effort into doing a better job as a so-called news channel.